everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel Ray here, and today we're going to do a little whip and chat, work in progress and chat. So pull out your whip, whatever you're working on. Could be diamond painting, cross stitching, knitting, whatever you're in the mood for today. Get a grab, get a grab, Rachel. Get a cup of coffee or something and join me as we catch up on what's been going on. I didn't have one of these catch-up videos last week because I took the week off. Well, I took a few days off. I didn't quite get to a week, but it was really, really nice, and I'd like to tell you what happened. But first of all, I just want to let you know a little bit about what I'm working on and working with. I am working on a diamond painting called After the Rain by Ola Darchuk. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. This is one of the paintings that was in Cheryl Burke's collection that she curated, and I am very happily working on this. It is coming out so beautiful, and it's kind of funny because, I mean, it's still very much summer here, but I'm kind of feeling like the autumn mood already. It's like August 12th, y'all. Why does my brain want to do this to me? I feel like we barely got any summer anyway, but anyhow, so I'm working on a Diamond Art Club painting, and today I'm going to be using my Lassen Latheworks hybrid pen. This is a blank that's they're really one of a kind, to be honest. They can pour multiples of them, but each individual turning is going to be unique. So I love this pen. It fits really well in my hand. I haven't used it in a while. I have my Everlasting tips, the single placer and the 3-placer in, and I'm just using normal pink wax, Diamond Art Club pink wax. And yeah, the trash pot over here with the unicorn on it, that was from Enabler's Outpost. You should definitely check them out. They're on Etsy, and they have a Facebook group as well. I just posted the links to their store over on yesterday's video. What did you think about yesterday's video? I thought it was okay. It wasn't what I wanted to do, but honestly, I just didn't have the time to show the answers to all of the comment questions. But in the future, I would love to make more technical videos like that. They just take more time to prepare, and my room becomes a disaster afterwards. And to be honest with you, so my friend came over last week. She's actually really good friends with my husband. They met in Cork when, well before I was in the picture, but it's not like that. It's, men can be friends with women and women can be friends with men. It's all good. But we spent a few days together because my husband was working. So she was kind of stuck with me. And, but she was super okay with that because, I got to show her around and everything, and I'll get into the details, but basically she's going to be coming back soon. So all of her cycling gear and everything is in the room where I normally keep all of my junk. Like, I think I talked about this before, but my spare room is kind of where I keep all my diamond painting stuff and boxes and photos that I don't know what to do with. You know the way. So my craft room here is just full of stuff, and there's no room for me to really do much. So I couldn't make the video that I wanted to, but it's all good. It's all good. I really do like when I get questions and then I can answer them in a video. It's fun. It's fun to do. So you can keep those questions coming in. That would be fantastic. But if you have an urgent question or anything, I definitely recommend going over to the Facebook group, Crafters Anonymous. I have a link down below. I have all my links down below if you're looking to get in touch with me or join the group or check out my Patreon. I have a Patreon account if you would like to have a look at the behind the scenes of what I do and get updated on what's about to come out in the following week and kind of see. Sometimes I do vlogs, sometimes I just sit in my garden, and sometimes I give sneak peeks. And when the store comes back, when the Etsy shop is opened again, which should be soon, hopefully, I will be giving my patrons the release time and everything. They get to know all that stuff first, since they are helping to support the channel. So thank you so much if you're a patron of mine. I really, really appreciate your support, and I love having the chats back and forth, the special live streams with you, and I'm looking forward to doing that really soon. Oh, and speaking of live streams, I am planning on doing a public live stream, and I am going to be releasing the time and everything shortly. So I'm gonna just finalize that, and then I will put it down below. Or if you don't see it down below, then check, once I've finalized it, it'll come up in the subscriptions as a scheduled live stream. And the best way to kind of remember when that's going to be is to set a reminder. If you're new to YouTube or you don't know much about it, the little bell that's next to the button that says subscribed, that will give you notifications of when I upload new videos and when I go live. But when I post up the live itself, it'll say scheduled for this day at this time, and it'll show you the time in your time zone. The best way to get reminded of that is to set the reminder. So you click into the video as if you're going to watch it. Nothing will happen, but then you'll see there on the screen, it'll say set reminder. And that is a really good way, because if you're like me, you're really busy and you always forget. I forget everything. So I don't remember when people go live sometimes, and so that reminder will tell you 30 minutes before, I believe, 30 minutes before someone's about to go live, so that you have enough time to, get settled and get ready. Cheers, everybody. Bit of coffee. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, let's talk about what I did last week and what I've been up to this week. So last week, I had decided that I was taking the week off and that I was just going to focus on crafting and relaxing. That lasted for 2 days. First, I had to make a video. Like, I didn't have to make a video, but I made a video about some Diamond Art Club canvases that came into me. So I did the unboxing for that, and that was super fun. Titanium, Oberon, and what was the other one that I opened? Ooh, I can't even remember now. It's, everything is a blur from the last week. But I opened some canvases, and I published that video on Tuesday, wasn't it? And on Tuesday, I had my local friend over, and we were having a cup of tea, and we were just chatting, and I was like, yeah, just taking the week off, blah, 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 like just planning on cross-stitching. That's all I've really planned, cross-stitching and maybe dyeing some yarn if the weather's nice. And I got a text message from my husband, and he was like, hey, so our friend, I'm going to call her Jay. Our friend Jay is coming, and she'll be here in like an hour or two. And I was like, huh? I knew she was coming at some point, but I didn't know when. So, immediately whenever I get messages like that, I kind of go into, I don't know, I go into like a monster mode. And I was putting on dinner. I was cleaning everything. Of course, I had to take everything out of the spare bedroom, make the bed, dust, all that kind of stuff, make it smell good. Make sure that she had enough room for clothes and stuff, all that kind of stuff, because we don't really have people stay over, you know what I mean? that, well, first, the coronavirus, obviously, but then secondly, like, even before all of this, like, people just wouldn't stay over unless they were traveling really, really far. So once in a blue moon is what I'm trying to say. So I cleaned up the room, I had dinner on and everything, and it took me about an hour and a half, but I got everything done, and I had put on loads of washing, the business. I put on a roast, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to do my normal, like, ham dinner. It's the way that my grandma taught me. It's a brown sugar and mustard glaze. It sounds disgusting, but it tastes so good, y'all. If you've never tried it, like, please try it. And it's got to be American, like yellow mustard, not spicy English mustard, but like the American yellow mustard. And so I did that, and I put on the spuds and everything. And then I was like, okay, babe, I texted him back. Okay, babe, we're ready. It's like 6 o'clock. I got the roast on, blah, blah, blah. And then he texts me back. He texts me back like 10 minutes later, and he goes, hun, she's vegetarian. And I was like, no. Oh my goodness. So basically, I ended up cooking the roast anyway, and I had like veggies and onions and everything underneath the roast, and it was yum. But I had to like wrap it up and put it in the fridge when I finished cooking it. I was like, okay, we'll eat it when she leaves, okay? And obviously, if she is watching, like, that is no problem at all. I am just so sorry that I forgot. Like, if I'm not, I don't know, I forget little things like that sometimes, and I really don't mean it out of disrespect. I just, yeah. It just falls out of my head somehow. So, yeah, we ended up going out to dinner and when she got here, and it was just so fun, to go out and chit chat, even though, we wore the masks, and, everybody please be safe and, respect people's boundaries and stuff. But, we went out, we had a dinner, we had a bite to eat, we had some wine, and it was lovely to catch up. And she was saying, oh, well, I don't feel very good. My back hurts quite a bit. I think I might have twigged something, or, maybe a muscle has seized because, maybe some cold air got on it. I don't know. I'm not a cyclist, but she was cycling from Cork City. So, it's quite a, not for her. It's not a big deal for her, but for me, cycling into town is a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, I can't cycle 2 kilometers without being out of breath. She had cycled 90 kilometers or something. Anyway, she was like, do you mind if I just stay here an extra night and rest up? And I was like, yeah, of course. That's no problem. I just, I wish James wasn't, working, because then, we could all spend time together. Do you mind, just hanging out with me, or, because I didn't want to be awkward about it. Where is my stuff? Sorry, guys. I don't know where I put it. Luna? Honey, where'd I put it? Sorry, guys. 1 second. Okay, sorry. I went to go get some wax, and then I remembered when I was out there that the other night we were watching this movie on Netflix. Now, be warned, it is very adult. It was painful. I couldn't watch it. I listened to it, and it was still really difficult, super traumatic, lots of trigger warnings, but the movie was quite serious, obviously, and it's historical fiction. So you might be interested if you want to, watch a movie about Tasmanian occupation and slavery or servitude. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. But anyway, I was watching this and I was like, oh yeah, there's this thing going on. There's what is it called? I'll put it up on the screen. There's an event going on with loads of other YouTubers, and they're doing all their, special drill kits. So, ta-da! Here's mine. I pulled one out of my stash and I finished it during the movie. So it took me about 2 hours. But I love it. I love how there's different size diamonds, and then there's like AB diamonds in there as well. Super cool. Now this is one of those lanterns, where you line this up and then you put in these little bulb things. But I had finished it. I was like, yeah, I can't wait. I'll have another nightlight, because I sold mine in a market at Christmas to raise money for my cousin. My cousin has muscular dystrophy. And anyway, I sold that one. And so I was excited to do this one. And look, yeah, it won't work because this wire has come off. And I think it goes to this side. Any help would be highly appreciated. Here, I'm pretty sure it goes like this and not like that. That doesn't make sense. I think electricity works like this. So yeah, unfortunately I can't use it as a nightlight unless I can find a soldering iron, but I did one. I did a special diamond painting for the thing. So if you have special diamond paintings, pull them out and follow us and, do all the things. Anyway, okay. So my friend asked if she could stay here for an extra few days and rest up. And I was like, yeah, of course you can. Like, I'm not going to kick you out of my house. She thought that I was going to be busy working, but I had already said that I was going to take off the week. So, I was pretty cool with taking her around and showing her all the things. And I like doing that kind of thing anyway, you know what I mean? So the next day we wake up and James goes off to work, and I was like, well, what do you feel like doing today? And we went in, we got lunch at the restaurant and talked about it. And I was like, well, how about we check out the Skellig's chocolate factory? So if you are new here and you don't know, hi, I live in Ireland. I'm a permanent resident, and I love showing people around. So, like, I feel like I should be a tour guide. I'm just like, yay, let's do all the things. So, we went to the chocolate factory, and the drive there is so beautiful, you guys. Like, it's stunning. Even if I took a video of it, it wouldn't quite translate. And anybody who has been here will be able to probably tell you the same thing. Like, you do have to see it with your own eyes, because there's something about the space between, like, I know that sounds really cliche, but you know how when you take a picture, it just, sometimes it doesn't really capture the magnitude of where you're at. That was very bad English. Forgive me. But you know what I mean? Like, so anyway, we drive around, we went to Ballinskelligs, looked at the beach there, and then we carried on. We went to the chocolate factory. When we got out of the car, I was like really kind of going, I don't think this is going to work. We walked around the building and the line was just wrapped around the side of the building. And I was just like, yeah, I don't really want to stand in a line. Let's just kind of like walk around. So we got back in the car and carried on, went around the Skellig Ring, basically. We went up the mountain from the Glen in Ballinskelligs, and we came around and went down the Portmagee side of the mountain, which, if you don't know Portmagee is actually a really cool, famous historical place having to do with pirates. Look it up. But we before we got into Portmagee, I stopped at the Kerry Cliffs. There's these really tall cliffs, and I know that people, like, whenever they're like coming to Ireland, they're always like, oh, I want to go to the Cliffs of Moher. The Cliffs of Moher are not that impressive from what I've heard. They're not impressive from land, It's not like Dover or something. where if you went on the beach, you would see the beautiful limestone or whatever. No. Is it limestone or sandstone? Anyway, whatever. That's Dover. But here, like, you want to be able to see the cliffs, and Kerry is perfect for that because we have lots of jutty outy bits and you can walk down them and you can see all the way along. So if you ever do come to Kerry or to Ireland, like, forget the Cliffs of Moher. There's too many people. It feels really super touristy. Go to the Kerry Cliffs. You can stay there a lot longer and it's cheaper and it's not as commercialized. Trust me on that one. Okay, I'm going to go for an A-B drill because I really like to work on those when I'm with you guys. So we did the Kerry Cliffs, we went through Port McGee, and then we went over to Valentia Island. And this is like, you know, I went from the furthest point away back home. You know what I mean? Drive as far away as you can and get your way back home. So we went around on Valentia and we took the ferry across, and it was just so nice, you guys. Like, it's always really, really nice to drive around and enjoy the countryside, because I don't really do that. You know, most of the time I stay inside the house, and I could do that anywhere, you know. So it gave me a renewed appreciation for where I am, especially since, you know, we've been kind of locked up, and obviously this is mostly voluntary. I'm appreciating staying at home as well. Definitely not complaining on that end. So please don't take it that way. But, you know, I hope you understand what I'm trying to get at. So that was a really nice day. We got back here and she was very tired. Her back was kind of sore. So I was like, let's just relax. We cooked up that, I cooked up the roast for James and I, and then she had a pizza. And I was like, are you sure you just want a pizza? Like, I could cook you something a little more healthy if you want. And she was like, no, it's easy. And that's what I want right now. And I was like, okay. That's fine. I don't mind making a curry though. But no, it was all good. We watched some movies and went to bed early. And the next day, it looked like it was going to be an awful day. Like, it was super misty and on and off rainy. And I was just like, ugh, because originally our plan was to go up one of the nearby mountains called Beanatee. And basically I was like, I don't think that it would be safe for us to go up because we can't see the top of the mountains, but we could go do something else. We could go to the ring forts around here. There's ring forts, there's stone circles, there's castles and rock art. Like, we could go do something else in nature, but, you know, maybe not hike up a mountain. And she was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't with my back anyway. So we get on to one of our mutual friends, and he's saying, why don't we try going to Kells Bay and Gardens? And I was like, oh my gosh, that is such a great idea, because it's not, hello tractor, it is not a hike or anything, but it's still outdoors, you know, where we can have people. And he had his cousins over from Dublin, and so it was like, okay, well, why don't we go do this thing that's outside, get some social interaction, have a bit of fun, do something different, and then we decided to go out for dinner later on. So we made all of our reservations and we go to the gardens, and oh my goodness, you guys. I mean, I think I posted a picture of me on a rope bridge. I don't know if I put it up on my Instagram or not, but it was the longest rope bridge in Ireland and I had such a blast. If there's something about me that you probably don't know, it's that I love risk-taking, adrenaline-seeking things. So I know, I'm like, oh, look, I have a really, really calming, soothing voice, and I like cross stitching and diamond painting and all things cutesy and, fun, but I'm also a daredevil. I love roller coasters. I love, getting up high on things and falling. So not obviously with braces on, but I've done those sky flyer things before. I've done all that kind of stuff. Love it. The rope bridge was nothing. And it was sad because I felt really bad because there's all these signs and they're telling people, there's X amount of people allowed on the bridge at a time, and don't let kids under a certain age on the bridge because, they could really hurt themselves and, all these things. And I think that people sometimes misjudge how brave they are and they don't want to look silly or, be embarrassed in front of their friends. So they try and they try and they try and they get more and more scared. And please don't do that. Don't be afraid to know your limits and turn around. We waited for I don't know, over half an hour to go on the rope bridge, and there were only a few families in front of us, but they were insisting on taking these little tiny kids on this rope bridge. And honestly, I think that they were actually creating childhood traumas. But it's not my place to tell you how to parent, right? But come on, you know what I mean? I don't know. I was feeling a little impatient and a little bit worried for those children, but in the end, we got our chance, and I was like, so who's going first? And of course, the first person to say that is the one who goes first. And I was so happy. I was like, if I could jump across this bridge, and there was a little boy in front of us who was jumping up and down on the bridge, and I was like, oh my God, kids, stop. But then when I got on the bridge, that's all I wanted to do. I totally understand, kid. I get it. I get it now. It was so fun. I wish that I had a rope bridge at my house. I felt like a child again. It was great. So highly recommend that as well. And yeah, the gardens themselves were amazing, beautiful. I'm the kind of person that loves to walk through gardens, really nicely manicured gardens. And I know it's really bougie or whatever, but there's something about it, fresh air and really pretty flowers and everything. And yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good day. I got to meet some new people, and that's always a good day. I'm especially shy. I'm an exceptionally shy person usually, but when you take me to a place where it's like that, I don't know, all that kind of shyness fades away. I like to be active when I meet new people. If I'm in a room with people and I'm meant to talk with people, that scares me and makes me nervous and clam up, and I don't want to talk to anybody. But if you put me in a situation where I can be goofy and be myself and let off that kind of, I don't know, energy, then I'm all good. I've got a little bit of glare from the sunshine coming in here, and that's why I keep hiding the canvas like this. But yeah, it was super duper fun. We went to dinner that night. That was Thursday. And oh my gosh, so fun. Had some gin and tonics. Managed to call my favorite taxi driver, and it was quite emotional, we haven't, it's middle of August now. We haven't been able to have the summer that we would normally have. And so, for me to see my favorite taxi driver, who, I know it sounds silly to have a favorite, but you form friendships with people, and I really like her. And anyway, we get to chatting with her, and she's sad as well because it's just not the same. And yeah, I can only imagine, but it impacts everyone. It's not just It's just not just us, it's everybody. Everybody's life is different. All these things are different, and so we have to be kind and tread carefully, you know? There's all those twos up there as well. Yay! Let me get some more coffee. So yeah, we came back here, and then, you know, I think we were up for a little while after that, and then we're like, right, okay, this is what we're gonna do. James has to go to work on Friday as well, so we have to, you know, me and Jay are gonna go up to Killarney, and she's gonna take the bus back because her back isn't feeling the best and she doesn't want to risk getting a severe injury. And I was like, yeah, I would rather you keep your stuff here and come back for it later than hurting yourself. So I took her up to the bus station. We were worried that we were going to miss her bus, but in the end, she had the time wrong by half an hour. So she was half an hour early, thank goodness. Otherwise, I would have been really upset with myself. But then again, like, I didn't think it was going to be that busy, you know, but it's actually quite busy here on the roads, and there are quite a bit of tourists. Which is fine, but I hope they're quarantining properly. That's what I have to say about that. But, and then I took the opportunity, once I had dropped her off, I took the opportunity to go shopping. Okay, this is gonna get complicated. My brother-in-law, my husband's brother's girlfriend, okay? Husband's brother's girlfriend. She asked me the night before if I could pick up like a duvet set with the pillowcase and a flat sheet, because she had a friend coming over Friday night and she didn't have enough bedding. And I was like, yeah, of course, no problem. I'm going up there, it's no problem. I had been planning to get new bedding anyway, because you ever just kind of felt like the fitted sheet wouldn't fit anymore because it's been washed so many times, like it just won't stay. And I am a fan of using a material until it cannot be used anymore. And it was no longer serving its purpose properly. So I was like, I have to buy it anyway. So what do? I go into this shop, and I had to make a return first. So I make the return, and then luckily, the bedding was like right next to the customer service area. So I'm browsing around. I took a good 10 minutes to decide like what would look best in their place, and you know, because I wasn't given the exact design or whatever that they wanted. She just said the cheapest stuff, and I was like, yeah, okay. But you know, they have like tons of designs in these stores. It was basically like, you know, H&M or trying to think of other shops in the States like this. It's called Primark in the UK. It's called Pennies here. And so you might know it, you might not, but basically I went in there. I like to think of it as the Bangladeshi child slave labor fast fashion designer place. I can't prove that, but yeah. Anyway, feelings are clear. But I go in there and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this and this and this. But what should I get? And I took a long time to decide. But eventually I decided on this, you're gonna laugh at me. I don't know anything about sheets, okay? Like, all I know is that the higher the count, the better it feels. Well, I'm there and like, I'm like, how much money do I want to spend on some sheets? And then they had this one, which was called Percale. Yeah, somebody's gonna fix my language. But I went ahead and I got that one. It's a, what did they call it? Woven? There's another word for it. Sorry. I'm out of words right now. But basically it's a really nice kind of grown-up set. There's no design. It's all white. So I got the white duvet cover with, you know, it came with pillows. I got the fitted sheet, and then I got a gray flat sheet and gray pillowcases so that, and I didn't even realize this until I talked to my brother-in-law's girlfriend the night before, that you can use the flat sheet. Okay. Did we talk about this? I feel like we talked about this. In the States, we have, no, this is the conversation we had. So here's the conversation. Okay. In the States, we have a fitted sheet around the mattress, then a flat sheet, and then a comforter, which is like a duvet without the cover. Okay? Just hear me out. But nearly everywhere else, the comforter has its own pillowcase, right? It has its own encasement, its own bedding that you put it in, and then the cover is the thing that's decorated. So you don't have to buy new comforters with different designs. You buy one comforter, a duvet, and then you put a new case on it. That means that you don't need a flat sheet because the comforter is also wrapped in the sheet, so your sweat isn't going to get on the duvet. I hope you're following with me. So here, a flat sheet is used to hide the bottom of the bed. So some beds have, you know, a frame, and you may not want to hide under the bed, but some beds don't have an under the bed. It's just like, it's like a big box frame, which goes to the floor. You can't put anything under there. It's totally solid. So they take the flat sheet and they wrap the bottom or cover the bottom so that you can't see that box spring, box bed thing. Foundation. Box. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I never thought of doing that before. I don't know, maybe I haven't been in Ireland long enough or in enough homes to see anyone ever do that before. But I was like, oh my gosh, what a great idea. I could actually have a bed skirt. Now, because you can't find a valance or a bed skirt anywhere. Really, honestly, truthfully. So, but, unfortunately, I bought them, but I can't use them yet because my dog is shedding like crazy. I have 3 dogs worth of fur in the backyard right now because it's so hot. For her, it's hot. It is currently, it is 20 degrees Celsius. That's like not even 65 degrees, I don't think. It's not hot, but it feels hot for her, right? Today, honestly, like earlier this morning, I was really warm, but I just went ahead and I pulled all the drapes in the front of the house. I turned on my fan in the hallway and I opened all the windows. She hates it when I do that. Luna really hates it when I do that. I don't know if it's the sounds of the traffic outside or what, but she gets very anxious. But because it's so hot, I can't put the thunder shirt or whatever on her. I don't have an actual thunder shirt, but if I put on any kind of dog shirt, it kind of does the same thing for her. It's too hot for that. And she is shedding like crazy. So every morning I take her outside and I use the Furminator on her. It's a little comb thing that helps to pull out the undercoat. She does not like it. I try to make it fun for her and I make sure that I give her a treat when she is finished, but you know, just to reinforce positive feelings with the brushing. But she just, yeah, she's never gonna like it. It's kind of like taking a bath. She does not like to get wet. even if it is fun, even if it is swimming. Which, by the way, we haven't really gone swimming because the beaches are crowded, and yeah, but I will get back to it soon. So yeah, dog is shedding. Oh, and so I took her back and took my friend back, went to the shops, did some shopping. I walked all around that store with those sheets in my hand, and I didn't, there weren't any carts or anything. I literally had 2 beds worth of bedding. I think it was like €100 worth of bedding. And then I got 2 tank tops. So that's like €6 or something. But the rest of it was all bedding. It was a ridiculous amount of money. But they are really nice. And my arms are not sore anymore, but they were sore for quite a while after after I went shopping that day. I got some groceries on the way home and everything, and that was fantastic. And that's when, I came back and I had to do the sneak peek for last weekend. So again, the vacation was just really just showing my friend around South Gary, to be honest. And she's been here before, but I don't think she had gotten the full tour or anything. So it was really fun to do. And again, it's always fun. It's always fun to do that sort of thing. So, Saturday we had the floss tube. And honestly, that was the first time that I wasn't trying to catch up on a project before I started filming. I always feel this pressure, to get stuff done and have progress for the video, and I need to not have that. But I don't know, that's kind of hard for me to get away from. I do like to see progress, and I like to share progress. And sometimes it feels like if I make a video where I don't have progress, what's the point of making the video? I hope you understand what I mean. But I love making floss tube videos, so I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna keep stitching, keep sharing. But I have been feeling more and more like diamond painting recently. So those of you who do like to follow my diamond painting will be happy to hear that, I think. I was never going to give it up for good. I just needed some time, So thank you for your patience. But then, so Saturday, I did that, and then I got on Zoom, and I decided Saturday that I was going to start dyeing yarn. So yes, I'm dyeing yarn for my friend Heike. You'll know her as Stone Cold Coffee Crafts on YouTube. We're extremely close, and I'm so happy to be trying this. It's so weird. It's really hard. It's really, really difficult, and I have absolutely no notion in my mind that I will ever sell indie dyed yarn. Okay, not that I've made, because it's hard. It looks easy, and to the untrained eye, you might be like, oh, well, why should I pay $28 for a hank of yarn when I could just do it myself? Girl, try it. Try. Do you know how much work? Do you know how hard it is to make colors do what you want them to do? And acid dyes and the health risks and everything. I mean, I'm in there and I look like a plague doctor. I've got the what is it called? N45, N95, whatever it is, that really, really strong mask. I'm wearing that. I'm trying not to touch things because the dye gets everywhere. I've got all the precautions, but none of the experience. So yeah, it's a hot mess. But the end result, even though like I have no expectations, I'm just having fun with it, and whatever whatever happens. So I'm just playing around with colors and stuff and learning and whatever. But man, when it dries and you get to see it, it is so pretty. It's so pretty. So pretty. I'm really happy. So yeah, that's happening. I have 4 skeins dyed right now, and I'll be starting, let's see, 4 that are on the line. 5 and 6 are in a dye pot cooling off right now, and I'll be rinsing them soon, like probably within the hour or something. I'm just letting the dye come to, like, you know, room temperature, just cool off. And then I'm going to do another skein or 2, and I might tweak it a little bit, you know, but it's just so fun. Like, I can't even explain. I've watched so many videos on it, and like the videos are helpful, but at the same time, I think you just have to kind of try, and then you'll get the hang of it after a little bit. But what do I know? I'm still really new at it, but it is fun to do. But I think I got just enough dye really to play with, and I did use, like, I had some leftover color in the pot, and so last night I put in a piece of Ada fabric that was gifted to me. So thank you so much, because that's gonna look so cool. Do you remember, I don't know if you know this, but there was like a jellyfish blackwork pattern. It's gonna look so cool on the piece of Ada. You'll see it. You'll see it eventually. So that's what I've been doing this week. Today is Wednesday, so Monday, let's see, Sunday I didn't dye anything. I just took a break. Me and James went out to the I don't want to say the word BEACH. I don't want to get anybody excited in here. And in Ballinskelligs, we visited the cafe and, you know, chatted with a few of our friends, and then we went out to lunch, which was really nice. And I told James, you know, I'm so happy that we did this today, because I really miss just seeing a change of scenery with you, you know, because I leave the house and I take the dog with me, and we go places, or, you know, that sort of thing. But, like, you know, I just kind of miss going out and doing stuff with Hubs, because he's working 6 days a week at the moment. So, you know, what is that saying? Strike while the iron is hot, or whatever. You got to do what you got to do, right? But summer is almost over, so he's probably going to be out of work soon again, which is sad, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully not. And then that was Sunday, and I was talking to Miss Coffee, and she's taking a break this week, so please don't message her. Please don't message her. I was lucky. I only got like 2 messages while I was away, but yeah, people, when creators ask for a little bit of space, that is not the time to start messaging them. I mean, come on. I'm lucky though. I don't know how she deals with it. She gets way more messages than I do, but you know, we're all people, and we have lives, and we have stuff going on. So if a creator doesn't get back to you, you know, within a few hours, just wait, you know, something might be going on, or, you know, they might be working. You don't know. As much as I feel like I have this connection with everyone, the first the first thing, the first priority, the biggest priority is my family and what's happening in my life right here, you know? And then I have time to be worrying about what's happening online, not the opposite. You know what I mean? So where is that an S? It is an S. I have the labels on the top of all the containers, but like, oh yeah. See, this is why normally I organize my containers by symbol, but they're still in DMC order. So it's hard to find my symbols because I don't look at the legends anymore. I just look at the containers thanks to these labels. The labels come with the kit, so the sticker. So you don't have to look at the sides if you use the label. And yeah, I'm using Heike gave this to me. She sent this to me as a birthday present. Thank you. And I'm just glad that I get to use it. Even though I've kitted up this painting and like, I didn't expect to be kitting up a painting, y'all, but when Cheryl Burke contacted me, I was like, how can I say no? You know, how can I say no? And it's really pretty, and it's gonna be so pretty on the wall as well. So I'm happy about it. I can't complain. But how are you doing? How are you getting on? Is everything okay with you? I hope so. I know it's tough right now, and there are a few people who I have contacted me and they're not doing so hot. So, you know, let's just, like I said, we gotta keep things in perspective, you know, with everything that's going on in the world. Like, really the most important things are your health, your mental health, and, you know, your family or your friends or your animals or whatever it is that, you know, you have this connection to. Just make sure that you're not stressing yourself out for no good reason. You know what I mean? Because I got some messages that were like, people who are stressed about diamond painting. I'm like, no, don't be stressed out about diamond painting. It's not worth the stress, you know? Just enjoy it. Do a little bit at a time. It'll get done eventually. You don't have to be mowing through it to get it done quick. That really didn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. Like, you don't have to be a robot about it. Just enjoy doing it. It'll feel so much better that way. I think I only have one of this. Do I? It's that one right there. You can never just take out one and put it in the container. Oops. I see this painting has like a good amount of color blocking, and that means that there's like one color where you can do a lot of that one color in a section. Where's the number 9 now? There you are. So like I can use my multi-placer here. If you're interested in these tips, y'all, I'm so impressed. These tips are really, really nice. You can be tough with them too. And there's no breakage or anything like that. Let's see. There's lots of 9s down here. But I am really enjoying this painting. I was so confused about the lavender, you guys, but it works. And I've seen it completed. Someone in the group, in Crafters Anonymous, somebody posted their final picture. And I can't believe somebody was so fast finishing that picture. And it looks so good. It looks so good. So I know this is going to look great on the wall. It's not really my color palette, but yeah, still okay. There's an S up there that I missed. Oops. And there's 2 9s right there. It's when I get to this point that, like, you know, you got to color change quite a lot in your section. So sometimes if you're working on a painting that has a lot of colors, like this one has, where is it? 40 colors. But if I was working on a painting like I did with my custom of Luna that I got from royaldiamondpainting.com, that one, I would open up the next section and I would just start with the colors in this section and move over here when it got to this stage, you know? Because otherwise it felt like a waste of time to finish those colors and then have to, you know, come back and do those colors again in a new section. But you'll find a groove. You'll find a groove that's good for you, you know. It depends on how much time you have, really. I have so much time, and I'm very, very, very blessed to have as much crafting time as I do. And I know it's not normal, but because I am doing this and this is kind of like, this is what I'm doing now, I'm trying to make it so that, you know, I'm using my time wisely to share this with you guys. See, is that all of them? Yep. Good. We're just going to be changing colors now. Hello. I've gotten, I wanted to tell you something exciting. It doesn't have to do with diamond painting, but it does have to do with the channel. So I did get contacted by Arteza. Do you know Arteza? They sell like art supplies and a lot of like coloring supplies, but also other stuff too. They contacted me and they said that, you know, they like my channel. They like what I do. And they wanted me to have a look at their site and see if there was something that I thought would work for us, for you all, and for, you know, what I'm putting out there. I had a look, and you know, it took me a while, to be honest, because I was just like, I don't know what will grab people. I'm not an artist. I don't draw, I don't color. I tried. But you know what I found? I am too critical of myself. So that's why I love diamond painting, because like I was telling Cheryl Burke in the chat, in the Zoom chat, that the thing about diamond painting I like the most is that it's laid out for me. The painting is there. It's already created. It's already beautiful. I'm just making it come to life. It's like cross stitching, you know? The pattern is already made. The hard part is done. All I have to do is follow, like paint by numbers as well, you know? So there's a big weight off my shoulders. I don't have to create anything. But I know that a lot of people are looking for other things too. You know, sometimes you do need that creative outlet. Sometimes you do need to shake it up a little bit. And so I agreed and I said, I will find something and I will put it up on the channel. And we're gonna do a little collaboration with Arteza. They asked me to be an affiliate and I accepted. So I am going to be an affiliate with Arteza. I'm really excited, you guys. So we're gonna have to find some stuff to get into soon for the winter, you know? And I hope you enjoy it, because I know that I'll have fun making the videos, but I hope you enjoy watching them as well, because I want to make sure that you're having fun too, you know, not just me selfishly making videos and putting them on the channel. But I did find some stuff and I think you're really gonna like it. So fingers crossed over here. I'm trying to think if there's any more like newsy type stuff. Don't forget, you guys, that Drills and Chills is coming September 1st. So get out those Halloween paintings or order them quick, because time is waiting for no one. And if I can give you a hint. Okay, so what is Drills and Chills? Drills and Chills is a community event that's going to be taking place on Instagram, only Instagram, but feel free to join along if if you don't want to take part in the giveaway aspect, that's perfectly fine. You don't have an Instagram. I'm sorry, I'm not running it. It's run by K Diamond Paints. I'm just mad into it. I love Halloween. I love fall, obviously. And so, you know, this started last year. I won a t-shirt last year. It was great. But this year, I'm not going to be entering in the giveaway. I don't think that I would even be able to finish my diamond painting. So I believe that you have to just start your diamond painting. I don't know if do you have to finish? See, I need to brush up on the rules myself. Have a look at the video. I'll have it linked. The introduction to the Drills and Chills event. There's also an FAQ video that will help if you still have questions. But basically, we're trying to do some diamond paintings for the fall season, autumn season, and I would highly recommend that you get a smaller painting, just so that you'll be able to complete it. Because, yeah, if you're new here and you didn't see my Halloween Secrets diamond painting from treasurestudiosart.com, y'all. Rachel at Treasure Studios Art created a limited edition Halloween painting that was made for me. Like, as in, she asked me, you know, what's special about Halloween to you? I told her, and so she made a diamond painting of it. She made the graphic and everything, and then she made it into a diamond painting. She sent one to me, and she made it available on her site for, you know, a limited amount of time. Now, that thing is humongous. So I did show it in my Whip Parade video recently. Please check out that video. You just go over to the channel and look up Whip Parade. It'll come up. It's phenomenal. And I think it's an 80 by 90, so it's mega, really big. And I'm not going to finish it this year. I know I'm not. But I want to give it a college try. So if you're interested in that diamond painting, it is now available on Treasure Studios Art. It's down in the limited edition section. I believe it's under collaborations or something like that. But it's definitely under limited edition, and you can purchase it. It's expensive, but it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. So I'm happy I'll be starting that soon as well. And probably switching back and forth between that one and maybe another, just because I get overwhelmed with so much yellow and orange, which the purple and the red really break it up in this painting. There's not as much brown. You know, the brown is in the tree trunk here, but in the other one, it's everywhere. And I want to show you something. Okay. I did get an order of sparklers from Tima. I'm going to show them again when we get to that diamond painting. But check it out. Okay, because, you know, I'm wrapping it up, and yeah, it's been an hour of me blabbing, but I can show you this, right? Just check this stuff out, because I don't want to make a dedicated video. I love you, Tima, but I will be sharing this again in the future for sure. We have some needle minders, beautiful needle minders, okay, and they're just so pretty. And the magnets are super strong. Then I got a little sticker. Oh, I got dog hair on it because I already opened it. I was impatient and I wanted to see. So I've got a little diamond sticker, and then we've got all the drills. So I bought square ABs. I'm going to stand up so you can see them properly. So we have 815, just here. AB is Aurora Borealis. It's why it's got that iridescent coating on it. This one, 3862. Honestly, I just pulled out colors that were in that painting and then got those DMC. I got some copper sparklers for squares because Treasure Studios Art's round drills are the same size as squares, so you have to get the ones for squares to have it fit properly. I also got neon sparklers for squares. These are mad bright. I don't think these are going to work on that painting because they're just too neon, too bright. But I also got the sunshine sparklers, which are really pretty. I like these. They're kind of like the copper ones, but a little more yellow. And then I got the crystals, these sparklers, yellow sparklers. So these are just like rhinestones that are yellow. They're pretty. And then look, she has her own sticker now. Isn't that pretty? It's amazing. And thanks to Jedi for the thank you note. I appreciate that. So I'm looking forward to using them on my Treasure Studios art painting. That'll be great. So guys, I guess I'm going to leave it here now. Is there anything else that I wanted to tell you guys about? Oh, and I'm going to remember as soon as I'm editing this video. I'm really sorry, you guys. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week ahead. Again, if you have any questions, I have a few videos linked in the description box that you could check out, like how to diamond paint, where I like to shop, and frequently asked questions. Please check out those videos before asking a question in a comment, because it's more likely that I have already answered it in a video than, you know, waiting for me to give you an answer here. Or you could join us on the Facebook group, Crafters Anonymous, with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee and Rachel Ray. And we will answer your question much quicker, or one of us in the family will help you out. So thank you all so much for being great. I really appreciate all the love and support, and I will see you all really soon in the next one. So take care, everybody. Bye.